Hello guys, so it is autumn. Well, technically it's not at the time I'm recording this, but the summer vibes are over, so it's basically autumn in my eyes. I'm planning to upload this on Sunday, so by then it will be autumn. So we're making an autumn house basically, if you haven't already guessed. I think the title and thumbnail would have made it slightly obvious. Oh my god, when I tell you guys the emotional roller coaster I went through when planning this house, it was not looking good. I was actually hating it so much. I had to replan this like 5 times. I probably put I think I took a screenshot of one of the drafts, but it was just looking funky, I don't know. Eventually we have settled on this, and I think I'm liking the vibe of it so far. We're gonna do what I did last time and just sweat it out. We're gonna continue on the grind like last time. Why's my mouse not working? Hello? So I've managed to fix my mouse. I don't know what was wrong with it. It was either that or the game, but it was just bugging out. Anyways, in the meantime, I kind of locked in and then I kind of roofed it, but the roof job is a bit dodgy. I'm just gonna hope nobody looks at the side and back of the house because that is not too aesthetic to look at. Up here, I did this glow thing, but I'm not really sure how much I like it because obviously these up top rooms can't be used. I took the idea from one of French Rose's videos, but I don't know, I'm undecided on if I'm keeping it or not. Anyways, as of what I'm doing right now, I wanted to make a little custom pop-out thing. I don't know what it's called. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, something like this, and it can kind of be like a bay window sort of thing, because my plan is to have this the living room. This layout is also kind of dodgy, but I'll figure that out later. Oh my god, actually, whilst I'm doing this, I'm gonna explain what on earth was going on with my mouse earlier, because matter of fact, I actually got a new one. Wait, let me get it. Okay. I have the old mouse with me now, but this one sounds so much nicer, more aesthetic to listen to. Right, here's my new one. And here's the old one. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I can. What I was trying to say is basically I got a new mouse because the other one was really getting painful. I bought the keyboard and mouse for their aesthetics because I wanted it to match my room, which was probably not the smartest idea, and I do realise now that I should probably not do that. But it was cute, so can you blame me? Do you know what? I'm in a custom window making mood, so I'm gonna make some more for the dormers up here because I don't want the same ones throughout the whole house. Plus, they don't even fit. There, guys. So I'm editing this now and realised I went completely off tangent and never actually finished what I was trying to say. And rather than cutting out the whole bit, I'm just gonna explain what the hell I was trying to say earlier before I got sidetracked. Basically, I was talking about my keyboard and my mouse, and my mouse had such a strange shape to it that my hand was cramping all the time. Whenever I tried to edit something on here, I don't know, it was just in pain. However, this brought me onto the idea of my keyboard because my keyboard is also on its last legs. Because I bought this a few years ago, to be honest. It was a while ago. And like I said before, I bought it because it looked cute, and it's actually a really crap keyboard, but oh well. It does kind of malfunction half the time. The keys keep getting stuck down. I just can't, if I'm pressing W and then I won't stop running forwards and I can't unclick it. It doesn't work. And then there was this other time, and I think I've mentioned it in a previous video. However, apologies if you already heard that, but I'm gonna tell it again because it's kind of linked to this. Basically, I kind of broke it, but it was partially my fault. I have to take the blame for it. I had one of them stress balls, the little slime ones, you know which ones I'm talking about. And I was just fiddling with it whilst I was editing or just something, do you know what I mean? In the background. And it exploded everywhere. All over my monitor, all over the keyboard. And mind you, I have a mechanical keyboard. Well, quote unquote mechanical, so the keys are raised, and so it was, oh my god, I had to take it all apart and clean it individually, and I had somewhere to be. I had plans. I was trying to do this in a rush and get out the house. And to top that off, I had cleaned it earlier that day, literally the same day in the morning. I was oh my god, it's so dusty. Maybe that's why the keys keep getting stuck. Maybe it's just dirty and I need to clean it. So I took it all apart, and you know how you clean a keyboard, you take the keycaps off, and I tried to clean it to the best of my abilities and then put them all back on. I didn't break it completely, it still works, but it's just a bit funky. It's kind of on its deathbed though, cannot lie to you. It is getting there. Because you know them things that kind of balance it out? They're I don't know how to explain, little caps. And it was underneath on the underside of the keyboard, stop it from scratching your desk. One of them fell off. I don't know where it went, but I lost it. So now it's the slightest bit uneven, and I can't really do anything to even it out. I've tried putting a piece of paper under it to make it even, but it's just when I type and it's kind of wobbling. Also, whilst I'm here, I wanted to mention these little gable decorations that I made, because I mentioned it in another video before that I learned what they were called, because I didn't actually know they had a name. I just thought they were funky bits. I don't know. I just didn't know what to call them, and I found out what they're called. But I got them from this video, and I wanted to credit him because it was honestly really useful. But yeah, I got them from here. I actually think they really spiced up the build a lot. They are super expensive though. I think it came to about 1k each for each decoration, so 5k in total. I did it on the little dormers. I think it was worth it. Then I was contemplating on do I get a new one? But then at the same time, I was also thinking about getting a new headset. Not headset, headphones for my computer, because right now Whoa, that is 5,000. That's crazy. Anyways, but because my keyboard just kept bugging out on me like so much, I was thinking about getting a new one, but then I decided to hold off on it because I was also thinking about getting some like new headphones, because right now what I'm using to edit, I'm literally connecting my AirPods and they're just not the comfiest if I'm sat there editing for a bit. I mean, I do have an old headset from when I used to play on the Xbox, but it's just so like it's just so broken. It's really painful. Plus, another thing that contributes to this is, one thing about me, I'm a piercing girl. I love my piercings. So in the summer at some point, I think, I got another one on my ear, and it was like a cartilage piercing. So for those that don't know, it goes through like the bony bit of your ear, not like the lobe. Anyways, those take a bit longer to heal, and so obviously I didn't wear my headphones for a while because they kind of squashed my face, like, and it sounds really stupid, but they're really uncomfortable because I've had them for like a long time. Like, they're also like borderline about to break, but that's beside the point. Anyways, so I had this piercing done like a few weeks ago. It's not been too long, to be fair, but like long enough for it to have healed, hopefully. However, it didn't, because for some reason when I had it done, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just like my ear being funky, but it would not heal whatsoever, and it kept swelling. Like, there was one time that it got knocked, and any of you that have had like fresh piercings being knocked know it's painful. And so it got knocked, and also, in fact, trigger warning if people don't like hearing about this kind of stuff because it's kind of gross. But basically, my ear had swollen up to the point where it like consumed the piercing. Like, you couldn't see it anymore. My ear was like so swollen and red that I may be able to find a picture somewhere. I don't know. It was kind of grim and not the most aesthetic thing to look at. It went down eventually, but I was a bit scared in the moment because I'm like, I cannot find the piercing. It is somewhere in my ear, but like, it was just swallowed. But yeah, back to what I was actually trying to say about this had happened, and so I didn't wear my headphones for a long time because I didn't want to like aggravate it any more than it was. So I just kind of held off on it and used my AirPods instead. I was thinking about getting some headphones instead. I just don't know which ones because I don't know what is good and what's not, and I also like, some of them are just like crazy expensive, so I don't want to like splash out too much on it because I didn't think it was necessary. Oh my god, wait, this is actually turning out really cute. I think the details are bringing it together because it looks a bit funny before. Do you know what, whilst I'm at it, I should probably do the rest of the house, because I need to stop neglecting the backs of my houses. Anyways, yeah, it was a bit gross. Another trigger warning for anyone that finds this disgusting. I kind of had to like push it out of my ear. It was a bit scary, can't lie. I wasn't too chill about it. It's fine now, actually. That happened a few weeks ago and it's gone down definitely a lot. Still not perfect, like I'm not gonna change the jewelry yet because you don't wanna aggravate it anymore. Anyways, back to what I was actually trying to say, because that sounded like it had no context to what I was saying. What I was originally going on about was buying a new keyboard or a new headset. Not headset, headphones, because I have my mic here, so I don't need like a gaming headset. I'm liking it so far. I don't know if I want the glowy things here as well. It does look really cute at nighttime though. Okay guys, from here on I went full concentration mode. Like, I mean 100% locked in, raw dogging it, no music, no nothing in the background. I wasn't even talking to anyone. I was like full concentration on just this. Because I know I've heard some people like watch movies in the background whilst they build. I physically can't do that. I don't have the ability to multitask like that, so I don't know how people manage that, but at the most I'll have music on in the background. If I start trying to talk to somebody at the same time, I'm gonna go off tangent and just not build. But I digress. Basically, I spent a solid 20 minutes on this. Like, I'm not even joking. Let me look back on the recording. Yeah, it was like 18 minutes of me just making this door. Cannot lie to you guys. I don't want to sound cocky, but I think it turned out really well. Definitely a lot better than the like regular doors. I know it's not functional, so like, I don't know, if you're into role playing then it's probably not the best, but I personally am just here for the aesthetics and I think it looks pretty good. I did have it like slightly adjacent, like I opened it a little bit so you can still get into the house, but like there's no interior yet, so it's fine. When I do the interior, it'll be okay. As of now though, that's not my problem. It did take up a whole lot of my patience, like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So much of it was getting really fiddly, like all the structurals, they never click into place like how I want them to. I'm so glad I got Transform Plus. That was genuinely one of my top 10 purchases on Bloxburg. I don't think I've made 10 purchases on Bloxburg, I don't know why I said that. But as I was saying, I wanted to really go super custom with a bunch of the stuff, hence why later on you'll see I did these custom shutters. I'm not gonna lie, I literally hated the shutters for like the first 15 minutes of me building them. Like, I don't know, something was just not looking right. I don't know if this is like relatable. Like, sometimes when I'm building something, I hate it like a good while to like of just playing about with it until I like it, which I feel like that's just part of the creative process though, just like trial and error until you find something that you like. Also, I was editing this earlier and I realised how much I say like. I'm working on it, but I don't know why I do it. It's just like, I just did it then, but I need to stop. I don't know how people do it. I edit out a lot of them because it's kind of annoying to listen to, but it just happens unconsciously. Like, I'm just talking and I keep doing it now and now I'm really conscious of it. Okay, I'm gonna move on from this, otherwise I'm gonna keep saying like. Anyways, I then moved on to the landscaping, and landscaping with me is so hit or miss. Like, I either love it or I hate it. Like, I despise it. And this one was like 50-50. Like, I was flipping back and forth with it. I was really unsure with it. The only thing I was like 100% solid on was the leaves on the roof, but they came so expensive because I did them through the ivy, and when you resize the ivy that's down like to super small, they get like, I think it was like 2,000 for one of them, which I'm glad they revamped the job system again, otherwise I wouldn't be able to be affording these builds. Anyways, I wanted to add some more like depth to it, so I'm not sure like where along the video you'll see, but I started like going into the basement and then doing the mansard roof thing that I've mentioned before, but not with the mountains, but like making them super flat, like, well, as low as they can be, so that it still adds a bit of depth, but it's not like a whole ass mountain, but it still adds some depth to it. I cannot lie, I had none of the landscaping really planned. I just know I wanted a path, but that was kind of like a given because it's like you kind of need some sort of pathway to the driveway. Anyways, to be fair, although it went through like some processes, I think it turned out pretty well. Like, I'm quite happy with it. Like I did with the shutters, I hated it for like a good moment, but eventually we got there. Also, at some point along the line, I don't know where, but I decided to just add a bridge. Does it lead to anywhere? No. But does it look cute? A little bit, yeah. So I don't know what the point in it was. I don't know if it was a bit too much. I might have overdone it, but oh well. I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. Do you know what I mean? But just to sway away from the builds for a moment, I'm not sure how many of you have been like super up to date with the dates and everything like that. The developers did this like Q&A thing last week, I believe. I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. I've lost track of time ever since I've come back to school. I can probably link it in the description. I think there's like a recording of it somewhere, but they answered a bunch of questions like the community were asking, and they've confirmed a school is, which I think is really good because that's something that people have been asking for ages. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the autumn update because I believe it will be some point soon. They posted a teaser not too long ago. People are saying like possibly next Thursday or the one after that, which I think is so exciting. I'm ready to get all my festive items out because a lot of this I'm obviously recording before the update. In fact, all of it is before the update, so I'm just having to like go off of inventory items, which to be fair I did stock up pretty well, which I'm really I'm glad my past self did that, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do half of it because the pumpkins really added like a nice autumn touch to it, otherwise it's just like an orange house. I don't know. One thing I wish my past self had stocked up on though was the Valentine's stuff. Back in February I wasn't really like playing the game because I took a big break from it, like a year or so. Like I didn't upload or play or anything like that, so I didn't like stock up on any of it, and so I'm missing so many of the Valentine stuff. I have a bunch of the bears which are really cute, but other than that I wish I had more of the flowers because I don't know if it's just me or like if it's a bug, but I can't seem to get my flowers back in the inventory. Like when I place them down in build mode, I can't put them back in my inventory anymore. It won't let me do it. Like it just deletes them and then doesn't put them back in the inventory, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm like waffling right now. Anyways, as for the final house, here it is. That decal is not supposed to be there. Hold on. Okay, here's the final house for real this time. Here are the little tiny mounted things I was talking about. I don't know, they're a bit tall and that tree is kind of going in the middle of it, but whatever. But here it is in its entirety. I think, honestly, I'm very happy with how it turned out. Might be one of my favourite exteriors because I actually tried on it. But here are my little sacred inventory items. Hopefully the update doesn't take too long so I can stock up on them again. As you can see, we have lots of custom things. Well, besides this garage isn't very custom, but I'll put something in there. We've got all my little dormer things up there, my little custom windows and gable decorations. That one's a bit wonky, but let's just not look at it. This little bit down here, my shutters that I hated. This thing, honestly, it took me so long to do and was so expensive. I think it was like 5k, but I think it turned out so well because without it, this wall would be so flat. Like it has no dimension to it. And then I did this thing, which I don't think I mentioned in the video actually, but the structurals, and then you size them down, and then I painted them to make them look like little bricks so that it like blends in a little bit more. This door, this is what I was talking about with it being like slightly adjacent. So obviously I've blocked it up with my little light boxes right now to make it look a bit nicer, but when there is an interior I can still walk in. It's just, it won't shut unless I go into build mode. But yeah, as for the rest of it, I didn't want to go too much with the decal plants. I think this is literally the only one that I have here. And I also only placed it once throughout the house. The rest of it are flowers, so I don't really count them as plants, I count them as decal flowers. But up here we have my little bridge leading to a bench, because it was initially leading to nothing and then I added a bench after because I was like, this looks a bit odd. There's a cherry blossom tree here. I know is a bit of a strange choice. However, when I painted it, I think it blends in quite nicely. And on the topic of trees, I also went off camera and put these to try and cover up the dodgy looking roof. I don't know how well of a job it did, but it is what it is. But yeah, it came out slightly expensive with almost 180k for exterior only. Basic shapes are expensive. Also, if you're not already, subscribe. Thank you.